Greetings. I hope you're doing great wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video. So, you got done with phase one, done with phase two of Hirschbach CDL training. What to expect? Um, that's what this live stream is going to be mostly about tonight. It's going to make sure got everything all set up. I know YouTube is sending out the notifications. I had someone ask me just to give them some pointers on what to expect. So your trainer after phase one, let's just do a little flash, pull it back a little bit. So phase one is where you spend like I would say 3 to 4 weeks in East Dubuque, Illinois, or down there in Kansas City at that terminal. You're gonna train to get your CDL. Once you get your CDL, that pretty much wraps up phase one. Phase two, you go out with a trainer to do what they would require 200 hours of behind the wheel driving during your second phase of the training. Um, so after that's all done, your trainer is going to do an evaluation, or sometimes your trainer will be doing that evaluation during your third week or so. But on paper, he's going to do your evaluation. He's going to send that back to Hirschbach. Once that evaluation is sent back to Hirschbach, Hirschbach will now send that to the evals team. The training department at Hirschbach will now send that evaluation to the evaluation team. They're going to upgrade you. They're going to look for a truck for you. They're going to change your driver code because the code that you first have would be a trainee driver code. Now you're going to be a driver, so you're going to get a different driver code. You will be assigned a truck based on if you chose to be regional dedicated or over the road. Now Hirschbach is going to put you with a dispatch manager. So if you're going to be over the road, your dispatch manager is going to be an over the road dispatch manager. If you're going to be um, dedicated, you're going to get a dedicated dispatch manager. So just some things to expect when you get done with the training. So now you go to the terminal, you go there, you pick up your truck. On your first load, you're going to realize that your dispatch manager is going to be calling you to make sure that you enter everything into the system, what they call the TransFlow, or even if you use the Hirschbach app, they want to make sure you enter everything correctly. You should get a call from the Road Assist Department letting you know who that person is. You will get a call from the safety team. Um, you will get a call from the human resource team. Stuff like that is what I notice. But then your first load, right? You're gonna have some butterflies. I would say make sure that you scale your first load. Make sure you scale every load until you have that system down. You don't want to go out there brand new as a solo driver and get a ticket at a weight station or even be put out of service for being overweight on your tandems. Or let's say you're over the 80,000 pounds. Now you have a serious problems on your hands. Um, Even before you get to that, before you leave, always remember to take out that little booklet with all your permits and all your insurance information. Check it when you get assigned a truck. Make sure that that's up to date. If not, you get that taken care of at the terminal before you leave. And then out there when you're OTR, you're gonna find now you're like in your own lane, right? Everything that you learn in training is now up to you. Of course, occasionally there are gonna be a few things that you might have forgotten to do. Feel free if you had a good trainer to call your trainer and be like, "Hey, can you run this back over with me?" A lot of times, even a simple thing as forgetting to log off duty. You get to a shipper or a receiver, you probably find the time might happen where you get out the truck and your clock is running. You don't want that happening. So But man, it's really fun when you get done with CDL training and you decide to go solo or team. Um, with Hirschback, I know when you get done with the CDL school and you go team after 13 weeks, automatic that pays off the CDL school. You don't owe Hirschback anything. So that's good. But now you're out there sleeping at the truck stops, and you should have already got a feel for that during the second phase when you were out there with a trainer, which is why that is so important. You know what I mean? You're running your own loads. Now you are responsible to make sure you make the appointments on time. A lot of times, especially when you're in phase two of the training, you kind of lean on your trainer a little bit to help you with the trip planning. When you're done with training, you'll be on your own. It's up to you because, especially when you're OTR, you're paid based on miles. Also, you don't want to be consistently late with a load or late to pick up a load. Some places are very, very strict about rescheduling your appointments and stuff like that. But it gets exciting, especially the first month or two. You're out there, especially those first 2 months for me was pretty boss like when after a while it kind of gets old. I hate to pop your bubble. After a while it gets old because it's pretty much now second nature. I will say, and this is from speaking to a lot of students when they're done with training, when you get pretty good at your backing and stuff like that, you feel really good when you back your trailer into a tight spot and you get out and you look and you're like, hard work paid off. Also, that paycheck, let's be honest. Now you're going to see a difference in your paycheck and stuff like that. So, you know, always stay in contact with your trainer. I always say you got to know who to call. And this too, very importantly, whenever you have a tire blown out or any kind of problem with your truck and you call road assist, always ask the name of the person that you're talking to. Because let's say you have a breakdown and you're sitting for a while. When you call road assist and you talk to someone and you're like, hey, let me do a follow up. Now you call back, the first thing they're going to ask you is, well, who did you talk to the first time? So it's good to write down the name of the person you spoke with just so you can have what I would say, like a track record to say, hey, I called to report this problem 2 hours ago. I spoke with Paul, Brian, Sierra, something like that. Let me get to a few messages real quick. I got BG Act. Today was first day of my CDL training. Wow. No, that's huge. You have been doing your research for quite a long time. So I'm really excited for you. CDL training, did you choose Hirschback or did you choose a CDL school? I'm interested to know, but congratulations on making that first step. A lot of time, that's the hardest part, right? Um, but no matter what, don't give up. I'm always here. This community is always here. If you're having any form of problems, don't hesitate to shoot a text, drop a comment, shoot me an email, whatever. We're here for you. But congratulations on making the first step on your journey. Dwayne Edmonds, what's up, brother? Hey, respect. Thank you all for joining me. I know that YouTube takes a little bit to send out the notification sometimes, so that can be a little bit of pain. But hey, it's always happy to have you guys in the house, man. Whenever you get done with your CDL training and you get your truck and you go solo, the onus is all upon you now. I mean, your paycheck depends upon you. Whether you decide to go solo or you decide to go team, it could be quite a lot of different factors that play into that, right? A lot of people I know choose to go solo because they were with a trainer for so long and now they want to enjoy the space of being in their own truck, handling their thing like a boss. Also, I know a lot of people that chose to go this the team route, because when you team, you pay off the CDL school a lot faster. Um, it is a flatbed company in Kansas. Thank you, sir. The manual transmission was a struggle. Hey, that's good. Congratulations. But look at you. Look at you. That's great, man. Um, the good thing with getting manual training, BGAC, is whenever you decide to leave that company and let's say go local or dedicated, a lot of these smaller companies, they have manual transmission trucks, and you won't have a manual restriction on your license. So you'll be able to walk in, because not only will you not have the manual restriction, but you also have the experience. So that's what's up. We got Berry Blues in the chat. Hey, Critty. Hey, Critty. Hey, chat. What's up? It's been a long time. I see you're a big driver out there now. We are waiting for that update video. Hope you're doing good out there and staying safe, making your appointments on time. Doing the right stuff. We're happy to have you with us, right? As always. We have Hector, who is always here as well, twice in one day. I don't remember what that is about. BG Ack, what company? Okay. Barry Blue said, I wish I was trained with a manual. Yep. It is really, really good. Especially after a while being with a mega carrier in your OTR and you want to find something closer to home. You're going to find a lot of smaller company pop up, and some of them pay pretty good, but they want you to drive a manual transmission truck and stuff like that. So it is a really good skill to have, a really good skill set to have in your back pocket. I know a lot of the mega carriers, they more go for automatics for obvious reasons. It's save on the fuel, other stuff like that. I mean, when you see most mega carriers going in a certain trend, it's always trying to save something here and save something there. So that is good. My wife just finished, and once I do mines, we are doing team. That's what's up, Dwayne. That's what's up. Go get it. Yeah, the team is a good route to go, especially now in the winter. But even I also advise doing team when you just get out of CDL school. It's also good to have an extra set of eyes, someone there to lean on for a second opinion. When you're backing up sometime, it does help to have someone else. It helps to a default to have someone else to ask for some help. When you're solo, let's face it, you got to get it done. You got to get it done when you're solo. I must say this though, the comfort of being a solo driver after all that training, all that stuff, it is, I want to say, undescribable, because now you're free. You can have certain conversations with your headset on. You know what I mean? Sometimes you want to just get in the truck and relax. You get to stop when you want to stop. You don't have to worry about someone else sleeping. So much comfort of being a solo driver, especially when you decide to be solo and OTR. You get an opportunity to see the country. But yeah, team, it helps a lot. It has its benefits. Besides paying off the CDL school, it also helps to have someone there just in case you run into a situation where you might need a second opinion. I'll grab some more comments from the chat. Berry Blues, thank you guys. Also, go subscribe. I just put up her comment. Go subscribe to Berry Blues YouTube channel. She's a driver here at Hirschbach, also a supporter of this community from a long time ago, and I'm always so thankful for the support. Also, proud of you. Happy to see you go out there, be successful on your journey. I know you had a little glitch with one of your trainer. You still did not give up. You were determined that you are going for what you want. You got another trainer, got training knocked out, and I think you're solo right now driving. I don't think you're teaming. Not 100% sure, but hey, this community, we're happy for you. The guys, they ask for you all the time. So go subscribe. Go subscribe. Yeah, man. So this is Hector. I prefer driving solo, mainly because of space and because I'm on a dedicated route. I also like parking up and having time to relax. Yes, that's the thing with solo. Um, but the thing with team, when you have a team driver, some of Hirschbach dedicated team accounts, they pay really good. I know of this account called Lactalis. I was talking to Chris today. Chris and Elvis, they're teaming together. Um, the minimum guaranteed pay is $1,700 per week, and that's just the minimum guaranteed. But it is a teaming account. Also, while they're teaming, they're knocking out that 13 weeks to no longer owe Hirschbach anything for the school as well. So, you know, and occasionally while you're teaming, it's good to have someone else in the truck just to have a rapport with. You know what I mean? It's like a family member, stuff like that. But I must say, yeah, I enjoy being solo. Antonio, I went through Hirschbach training a few months ago. The school trained me so well. Yes, I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. Did you just do the school? Did you do the second phase where you went out with a trainer? And are you still with Hirschbach? You said went in that conversation. Lefty K said respect. Hey, drivers, I want to take time out to say this. I did a live stream earlier, sending prayers for that football player from the NFL, Damar Hamlin. He had an injury last night in the NFL, and it just got me thinking today. I was so thankful and happy for the first responders who was there to perform CPR on the football field that helps this young man to have a fighting chance. Um, as truck drivers, when you are OTR, you are going to find that you are all over the place. If you know you're going to be going through Dallas in Texas in 2 days, or you know that you're going to be going through another major city, it is okay to look up a doctor or a hospital in that area and try to schedule an appointment, do your trip planning that you can get there, and just do a normal checkup. As truck drivers, things can happen that we don't plan for, and it's so hard to get doctor's appointment done and stuff like that. If things go left out here, we do not have, like a emergency response team right at our fingertips. So it's very easy to get caught up in just going, getting the load from here to there. We have to take care of ourselves physically and mentally. So I wanted to touch on that. It could also be a dental appointment. It doesn't have to be your primary doctor in your area. If you're unable to do that and to schedule it around it, hey, let's try to take care of ourselves. Because what happened to this young man was it was a normal NFL play. He's a defensive player. It didn't look anything crazy. The hit happened. He fell, he got up, and boom, he fell again. You know what I mean? So as truck drivers, just wanted to point to that we have to take care of ourselves. I get some message from the chat again real quick. Yo, we meet. This is from Lefty K. We met when you stopped by at Hirschbach. I told you stop teasing us with the small videos about your cooking. Oh yeah, I remember you. I will be training one of the guys we met that day. His name is Julio. He's from Dominican Republic. He will be my next student. So I should be picking him up on Thursday. We had a chat this morning. I remember you, Lefty. So, hey, I hope you're doing great. I hope you have a trainer now. You should be finished with training. Um, just know what to expect whenever you get done with the second phase of training. I was saying a lot of the responsibility is up on you. You got to have your alarm clock set to wake you up if you are the kind of person that likes to sleep in, stuff like that. Uh, I went through Hirschback. Okay, so we read that one. It really is undescribable. This is from Berry Blues, and I hope I'm not butchering the name. It is really undescribable being solo, like you said. You get to trip plan the way you want, you get to run the miles your way. With that being said, it's a huge responsibility. It is. It is. Because while you get to do things you want, when you screw up, it's all your fault and it's all on you. Now, of course, you're just getting out of training, so there's still some things that you're not going to be perfect at. And there's going to be some small mistakes. Now, what you have to try to do is make sure those mistakes are not very, very critical, or they're not, what would you say now, compound or piling up. Like, you don't want to just be making mistakes today, mistakes tomorrow, mistakes every day. If that is happening, that's how you run into problems real quick. Antonio, I went with the trainer, then got on that Lactalis account with another teammate. Unfortunately, after a couple weeks, my teammate did not want to do it anymore. Right now, I am on Team OTR. Okay. Well, I wish you would have gotten a chance to be team on that same account. A quick question, Antony. Is it Antony? Does that OTR account have a minimum guarantee? That's one thing I wish Hirschbach would have for OTR drivers. I strongly believe that when you are OTR, you're spending time away from your family. You should have a guaranteed minimum. And I've been talking to some drivers who drives OTR, and I don't think the OTR accounts have a guaranteed minimum. That Lactalis dedicated, it's kind of like a dedicated OTR, so but it's pretty much dedicated, where you run from Idaho, I think from Nampo, Idaho to Buffalo, New York, something like that. And Tony, I loved the Lactalis route. It was Idaho to New York. Okay, correct. And I used to live in Idaho. That route took me back to where I used to live. It was awesome. Perfect. And they also need drivers on that account. So, if anything, and you find someone else who might want to team with you on that account, that might be the way to go, because I heard, being that the minimum is 1,700, I heard that Hirschbach is taking over from CR England on that account. So the drivers will be doing a lot of drop and hooks between New York to Buffalo, New York to Idaho, right? If you get to do a lot of drop and hooks on that account, I think it's like 80 cents per mile or something like that. You should be able to do pretty well for yourself. I wish I was on that account doing that right now, but I'm telling you, I'm in the Midwest. I run from Minnesota to North Dakota. Snow, snow, and more snow. Minnesota, it is. Ramen, Happy New Year, my brother. Happy New Year to you too, Ramen. I hope you're doing great wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video. I know you are you solo? Are you teaming? I know you got your own truck now, so you don't hang with us anymore that much, but it's okay. It's all right. Happy New Year, man, and Happy New Year to everybody on the stream. Let me take this opportunity to wish you a safe and prosperous 2023 and beyond. Good health And I hope all your plans and your goals that you have set for this year fall through. And I'm wishing the best for y'all. I'm rooting for you all. And I also want to just thank you so much for being a part of this community. It's like family over here. As I always say, this channel is more for you as it is for me. It's like a place where I can come and feel and talk to you guys. You know, and Tony, I am still with Hirschback. Okay, I think you have someone from your class. Barry Blues said, "Hey, McLovin and Tony. I think she knows you or have met you, but that's what's up." And you see right there, I'm talking about that family feel in this community, man. You guys are always joking around. I'm waiting to see Sean pop up because he's always on the stream. That was my nickname in training class. I know it. I think for Barry Blues, it was Toledo. Yep, hey, there we go. I'm just catching up with the chat. Um, so it's Toledo and McLovin. Sounds like you guys have a lot of fun in CDL training class, and that is what that is about. You guys will be staying at the same hotel. You guys will be the same group of drivers in the class. It's good to have a few people where you have a rapport with, people that you can practice your pre-trip with. Just to run over some notes that you went through, you know. And I always say this, the first few days of training, you know, people are kind of like feeling each other out, not saying anything. And then like after the first week, you know, people start to exchange number, they start to feel a little bit more comfortable, stuff like that. So Antony, I was on that $1,700 account, and I loved it due to it taking me back to where I used to live. Yes, I also know that a lot of drivers were running away from that account. The fact is, you have to go down through Wyoming, through Utah, quite a bit. And I know in Utah is a lot of grades. I think it's like 6% grade for like 10 miles when you get close to Salt Lake on I-80. Haven't been out that side in a while. My class got locked into 1,600 a week minimum. Whether you're a solo or a team, Antony, that sounds good. Like Hirschbach is taking care of y'all. And I also, you see, I envy the students. I envy the students so much because you guys have your personalized chef while you're in training. I always try to like time when the students have lunchtime, you know, but I can never catch them. I can never catch them. But this is why I meal prep. I always have some oxtails, some curry goat or some curried shrimp, rice and peas, jerk chicken, you name it. I keep my fridge packed up. You know what time it is. So, but that sounds good. Hirschbach be taking care of you guys. Barry Blue said, "I wish I was on that account." Me too. What? What? Because I don't even want to get into the numbers, but it sounds pretty good over there. Hey, there goes Sean. I was waiting, wondering where you were. Respect, respect. Thank you for joining me. I am humbly grateful for having you guys here with me tonight. Barry Blue said, "Happy New Year's to everyone." Yep, I did saw your video where you did just a quick update about you getting upgraded on your YouTube channel. And I also urge everyone to hop on over there and help the channel to grow, show some love. That's how we live as family over here. And Tony, I wish too. Yeah, that account is really good, that Lactalis account. But I must say, being on this account, I do not miss going down those grades in Utah. Nope, I'm good. I asked, but they wouldn't allow it due to you and I being so far from each other home, being that I'm in Iowa. Okay. So Ramen is OTR solo until Friday, starting the Walmart dedicated Monday. Yep, I heard about that Walmart dedicated account. It is out of New York. Pretty good account for people on the Northeast. If you are in the Northeast, seek out that account. Got some good stuff going on over there. We got Jerry Wilson. Happy New Year. Next Monday, I join the Hirschback family. That's what's up. Congratulations, man. I think I spoke with you on a live stream about a week ago. So, hey, as I always say, we are always here for you. If you have any questions at any time, just drop a question underneath a video. I'm very active in my comment section and stuff like that. So, that was my class nickname. Oh, this guy's messing around. And I see that Anton said, still in contact with a lot of my classmates. Yep, that's good. Um, I'm also still in contact with almost every student that I train. I try to keep a rapport. I just spoke with John Laristal. He's a Haitian, my last student. He's on this account, which is the AWG, Associated Wholesale Grocery. Um, we try to stay in contact. Sometimes I might be in Minnesota and he might be in North Dakota. And I'm like, hey, what are you seeing over there on the ground? How is it looking? If he has any question, that's how we live as family. And I love it. I love it, guys. All right. So Lefty said, I submitted a copy of my license to set up with a trainer. I'll expect to get a call or email in a few days. So you basically just went home to get a copy from your home state? Because normally when you get your license, you go back home, you go to the DMV, and you transfer what you did in East Dubuque or Kansas City to your home state so that your license will be registered to your home state. So that's good. Our class was awesome. Everybody says that about their class. I just talked with John today, as I was saying, and he said his class was very funny. So that's great. That's great. Barry Blues said exactly. We definitely. Hey, type 1 in chat if you can hear me and we do not have any audio issues. Also, let me just type 1 if you can hear me and see me properly. Let me just make sure I'm good. We were like family. We had fun. I miss everyone so much, but like he said, we still keep in contact. Yep. Yep. It's good. And I've met students that they make a WhatsApp group and everyone is in there sending updates about how training is going, how nice their trainers are. Some are not so nice, but it is good. And that is what you want. You want to build a community, while you're in CDL training, you're going to find some people that you get along with. And chances are there might be some that you do not. And you just try to make it work, enjoy the whole process. And also for those who are OTR, one thing I envy, you guys get to see the entire country. Enjoy the job. It gets, as I said before, sad to say, it gets a little bit old because after about 5-6 months, it becomes second nature. But when I was OTR, and this was when I was with Prime Inc., it was nice to go across Montana, be going across California, Nevada, when I'm on the west side. And then when I'm on the east side, I'm going across New York or Pennsylvania or up there in Massachusetts or down south in Atlanta, Alabama, Florida. That's the thing about OTR where it gets really nice, especially when you're solo. Barry Blues can tell you because she's solo. So we're learning a little bit about Idaho. Antonio said, I lived in Caldwell. Nampa is the town over. Also, when you go to Idaho, you would arrive a few days before picking up a load and got to see friends. That's good. That's good because this job, it's very hard to have a good social life. I was talking about this the other day. In trucking, sometimes you have to take care of your mental health. You get on social media and you see your friends at birthday parties, they're at the club, they're at the wedding, they're hanging out, and you just picked up a load from California heading to New York. And when you drop that load, chances are you're probably going to turn around and head the other way. Um, so it's nice when you get the opportunity to see friends, family members, and socialize because after a while being in the truck, if you're not careful, you will find that you go to a birthday party or just a regular event and you're just looking at people being like, what time is this gonna be over? You know, you kind of just can't wait to get back in the truck. You don't want to socialize. Um, if we're not mindful, that can catch up on you. I've heard truck drivers talk about it. Um, Sometimes even myself being in the trucking industry for over 2 years, I find sometimes when it comes to like home time, I just want to be a homebody. I don't want to go out and do anything. I want to go home and enjoy the comfort of my home, which is good because let's face it, you've been in the truck for weeks. You want to just get out the truck, but we have to make sure we socialize. So I'm happy that you get the chance to do that. But now you're not on that account anymore. So we got to find a way to get you back on that account. Gilbert Hernandez is with us. I can't crack the code with Hirschback. I applied, but haven't heard anything back. Maybe because I'm in my 50s. I don't know. Did you shoot me an email? I'm not quite sure. I think you shoot me an email. I'm gonna try to see if I can find out what's going on during the course of this week. I know we're just coming out of the Christmas week, and then we went right into the New Year's week. So in the office, a lot of people are backed up. I know we celebrated like Christmas on a Sunday, so Monday the office, some people weren't in office. This week we celebrated New Year's on a Sunday, so Monday, vice versa. So it can get a little bit challenging, Gilbert. But I'm rooting for you. I hope thing go turns around quick. Not for me, Critty. I wish I was getting that. What are we talking about? I think I lost you there, Very Blues. Maybe it is socializing, or is it OTR versus dedicated? Just getting to some comments and trying to catch up. 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. time is right. Barry Blues, congratulations, Jerry. Yep, we're really happy for you, man. We all remember that first week walking into East Dubuque, looking around like, okay, am I really gonna do this? Hey, comment in the chat. What was the first time you inspect a truck or you drove a truck like for you in CDL training? Was it scary? Was it, oh, I'm ready to do this? You got right in, you didn't have fear. I was down in East Dubuque the other day and I noticed they asked, hey, who want to go for the road test? And there was like 5 guys standing there and only 2 raised their hand and be like, me. You always have that person who is like ready to go, and then you have another few is like, I'll wait and see. Maybe I'll be the last one to go. I'm a little bit on the crazy side. I'm from Kingston, Jamaica. When it came to that aspect of it, I was always the one that's like, oh, I want to inspect this, or I want to do the road test, or I want to try the first backing maneuver when it comes to backing up the truck, stuff like that. Yeah, my craziness is to a default, actually. Lefty K, my CDL class. Oh, you passed your CDL the day of the blizzard week, and you left the night of the blizzard before it started into New England, before it hit. Okay, sounds good, man. Happy for you. Also, Congratulations. I always tell people when you get your CDL, tap yourself on the shoulder. Don't take that moment for granted. Um, you trained for it, you studied for it, you persevere, and you got it done. Um, Quite often we just, oh, I got my CDL, boom, before you know it, you're on training, boom, before you know it, you're in your own truck. And as I always said, it gets a little bit old after a while, but you have to pat yourself on the shoulder. Good job. We're happy for you. Congratulations. What, and this is from M5 Hector, what is the guaranteed money for that Walmart account? I am not sure. When I was looking at it, because it is in the Northeast, and also the account was not completed yet. So we could not see the figures or stuff like that. Maybe Ramen could get with you and let you know um, once he gets that information, because he will be going on it. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. 1550 and you're home every week. Man, you guys straight out of CDL school. Where else can you get a guaranteed 1550 and you're home every week? I was speaking with Royal Transportation Recruiter the other day about their dedicated accounts, and I don't want to sound like I'm bashing them, but this is just a fact based on what they told me. They said they don't do guaranteed pay because they don't believe that a driver who does 2 loads in 1 week should get paid the same as you who did more. And I was like, I understand what you're trying to say, but what if both me and that driver did 2 loads that week and it's not our fault? Let's say it was a maintenance issue. Let's say it was an issue where we got to shippers and receivers and they didn't have the product ready and we had to wait long time. Don't you want to feel safe having a safety net? Know that, okay, this is what I'm gonna make because this wasn't my fault. And also having that guaranteed minimum pay, it gives you the opportunity to know, okay, I'm gonna set myself expecting this at the minimum. It helps you to kind of plan. Trucking is already an industry where you can't plan stuff. So any opportunity that you get that helps that situation, I'm all for it, honestly. Sean says, I'm heading out Thursday. I cook some good curry goat. That's what's up. Hey, you should see how I did in my fridge this weekend. Don't play. Let's not try to talk about. Sean is always talking about food, and I love to cook. So when you talk about food, I get excited. Um, I got some rice and peas. I got some brown rice because I'm also trying to stay away from a lot of white rice, white bread, stuff like that. So I have brown rice, I have quinoa, I have oatmeal. But hey, gotta have some curry goat, gotta have some jerk chicken, oven baked jerk chicken. Obviously, because of the weather. That's enough about food. Let's get to some comments. Wow, Lefty, glad you made it back safely. Yeah, we are. We are. Man, today we got 8 or 9 inches of snow up here in Minnesota. I have not moved all day. I didn't get a load. So if you escaped that blizzard, yep, I'm happy you made it home safely. I just did an interview recently with what's his kid name? Oh, Arthur, King Arthur. And Hirschback, when he got done with training, they didn't have his truck ready, and Hirschback got him a rental car so that he could get home for Christmas. You saw that? They got him a rental car so he could get home for Christmas. After he spent Christmas with his family, they got him a rental car to go back and pick up his truck because his truck was ready. It's things like that that just put Hirschback above other mega carrier companies. I don't know if that's the same, but those things count. Those things count. Curry, that sounds so good. This is Berry Blues. I told you guys I'm gonna stop talking about food. You see my videos when I meal prep, right? You'll see like 4 pots because what will happen is you'll have a big pot of soup. When I make my soup, I put corn, sweet potato, regular potatoes, squash, chicken, of course, okras. I put okra in everything because okra is good for us men. Um, I'll have a big pot of soup. I'll have a big pot of rice and peas made with coconut milk. I'll have a big pot of curry goat, curried shrimp. Could be curry chicken, but I mostly like curry goat. Then I'll have my oven. I'll put some oven baked jerk chicken. I probably just do enough about food. I'm telling you, I'm just getting. Hey, I might end this live stream earlier than I thought, and I'm really happy to have you guys here with me. M5 Hector, how is your driving record, Gilbert? Because I'm 52 and two people in their 60s. Yeah, I don't think age is a factor for Hirschback hiring people. I mean, I've met drivers who they raise their kids. They were working at a like Jerry, I think. You were working at a factory for 15 years, and you just want to do a job change. You want to see the country. Your kids are through college. Kids are on their own. You're in your 50s. You're in your 60s. Hirschback. I don't think Hirschback has turned down people for that. Okay, I see the ones, which means you guys are hearing me and seeing me correctly. Yeah. Hey, people on YouTube tell me that I'm cool. I'm a cool guy. I'm funny. I'm starting to believe it. So be careful on this live stream. They say I have a sense of humor. I have a good personality. I don't know what they wait. Where you got? Is this true? Is this true, guys? Oh my goodness! I'm starting to believe it. Lefty said yes. Oh, I'm just catching up with the chat. Got a paper copy of my license, mail it to them in the mail. Yes, not only send them a copy of your license, but also be sure to call the training department and let them know I am actively ready. I am available because you do get paid while you're at home waiting for a trainer. But if you don't tell them that you are available, they won't pay you for that period. You know what I mean? So let them know, and they will start looking for a trainer for you, but you will also get paid while you're at home waiting. So we got some conversation. Hector checking out that Walmart dedicated account. 1550. How many states? Yep, that East Coast Armada account. I wish they would raise the minimum guaranteed pay about it. I gotta talk to Hirschback. I'm gotta talk to Hirschback. Guys, I do not have that much power in Hirschback, so I'm sorry if I imply that at any time at all in this live stream, but they need to raise that minimum. Yeah, Hector, you need to get on that Walmart dedicated because they also need drivers for that account. Berry Blues, and this is talking about socializing earlier. I am such a homebody. When I go home, I just want to relax, eat good food, and rest. Okay. Okay, Berry Blues. I guess so. But yes, I get what you mean. You work so hard, you commit yourself to your job, you set up your house nice and stuff like that. When you get home, you just want to relax and enjoy the comfort of your home, and that's fine. But we have to try to push a little bit to socialize. It doesn't have to be. Let's say you're home for 4 days. You don't want to have people up in your face 4 days. You know what I mean? But maybe you take a day, go see some family members, go see some friends. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Because when you're in the truck, you're driving, you think about stuff that you want to think about. You think about stuff that you don't. It's just you, the steering wheel, the white lines, and the road. And sometimes it's good to get out and socialize. But I get what you mean. This is Ramen. Oh, so we're talking about that Walmart dedicated account. The states that they run: New York, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, and Jersey. Wow, that sounds good. A trainee that I just trained, John, he lives in one of those states, so I'm pretty sure he might want to check that out. Oh, and Maryland. Okay. Lefty said, I'm 55 and they don't discriminate on age. Okay, there we go. There we go. So that answers that. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. You guys keep them coming. I love the interaction. Trust me. It also helps the channel. Be sure to drop a like. Let me see here. Be sure to drop a like. I also drop a link to the live stream if you want to hop on, share your experience, ask a few questions. You can always turn your video off. Feel free to hop on. But it's great to have you guys here. Antonio said he wish he could still be on that account in Idaho. Oh, you're talking about the Lactalis account, right? I bet. Maybe you could talk to your teammate and see if it's possible. But if not, hey, you got to do what you got to do. At least after 13 weeks of teaming, you don't offer that CDL school. And also, I do not know of any other company that has a CDL program that have a setup that you can pay it off that quickly. So that's good. Ramen looking out for Hector there. Yeah, if you apply, tell Jenna that I sent you. Okay. Yeah, I would really. I know Hector have been on that Armada account, and hey, if you can get a little upgrade on the pay, and you're still in your hometown, stuff like that. Barry Blue say Idaho is beautiful. Utah is also beautiful. Yep, I agree. I love the state of Utah. If you guys are over the road or while you were in training with the OTR, can you please comment for me which one of the states was so beautiful? Which one of the states you love the most? Drop a comment in chat. I always say that my favorite state to travel through was Arizona. Beautiful state, in my opinion. Love that state. Besides, when you go through, I think it was Flagstaff, Arizona, there goes those grades with the sharp curves. I think it's 6% grades for 6 miles. Was fun. I used to run up and down those hills while I was with Prime Inc. I miss OTR sometimes. I miss over the road. If there's anything that I miss, that's one aspect of it. They even had an old man in his 60s. Okay. No fear, man. No fear, man. Big up on yourself, man. You guys want me to talk some Jamaican patois in here, I see. This is from Antony. When I was studying pre-trip during the first couple days, my head hurt. Don't we all? This is what I used to do. I used to go back to my hotel room and I used to use the bed as the engine compartment. So I'll walk from one side of the bed. So I'll be like, this is my passenger side. And I walk to the other side of the bed. This is my driver's side. Man, I wasn't playing. I wasn't playing. I'm telling you. I was ready. Washington State. Okay, very beautiful, says Sean. Man, how can you know what? Washington State is beautiful, but especially when you're coming down on 90, it's just curves and downhill and curves and downhill, but it is a beautiful state. I agree. Barry Blues. I just left Maryland. Okay. So we see Gilbert says he has a clean driving record, military vet, have a current secret security clearance, have no idea you're from Orlando, Florida. Yes, sometimes it is the hiring area that can be a problem. So it might not be your age. Um, that might be a problem. But I know they have a drop yard in I know they have a drop yard in Florida. Uh, Lefty K said stop. This is when we were talking about the food earlier, right? It's Sean. Sean is always talking about jerk goat. Oh no, I've never heard of that. I've made curried goat. I've made brown stew goat. I did the lamb. I made brown stew lamb. Oh my goodness. Berry Blues. Thank you. We all have come far. Yep. Yep, we have. We have. And we have to tap ourselves on the back, man. Lefty K said brown rice isn't healthy. From what I know, it has a lot of fiber in it. And in this job, unless you're gonna eat Taco Bell, that will send you to the restroom, or those old hot dogs that's inside the Love's truck stop for the whole day. Eating a lot of fiber will help you to have bowel movement. So I eat a lot of oatmeal, I drink a lot of water, and I eat a lot of brown rice. So you're saying I should cut the brown rice out of my diet? Because if I don't eat brown rice, it's gonna be white rice. I'm from the Caribbean. It's gonna be some form of rice. You know what I mean? Hector said, Critic, I'm a man's man, and I literally started tearing up. I passed my road test, was a great feeling of accomplishment. Man, when I passed my CDL test, when I went back to the instructor, and the instructor said to me, congratulations, you have passed your CDL test. There was so much mixture of emotions. Um, I don't know if it was happiness. I don't know if it was a sigh of relief. I don't know if it was just looking back or looking forward to what I know that having a CDL can do for me. But man, it was a great feeling. I do agree with you 100%. I do agree with you 100%. Antonio, okay. All right. I think I've caught up to the chat. So besides Arizona, someone said Barry Blue said, I absolutely loved the drive to Arizona. It was so peaceful. I was nighttime driving. I wanted to You want to learn patois? You want to learn patois? Sure. Sure. I could talk patois for days. Talk patois for days. Yeah, man. I mean, that's my native language. So, even when I try to speak quote unquote standard English, you can still hear it. You know, uh, when us Jamaicans run into each other, you probably think we're having a fight because now we speak the patois so raw and heavy. It's hard to understand it that way. But when you slow it down, it's easier to learn. It's very easier to learn, and the best way to learn Jamaican music, Jamaican language, is through Jamaican music. You listen to the music long enough, you'll start to pick up and stuff because it's pretty much broken English with slangs. And the more you learn the slangs, the more you'll pick up on the broken English part of it. Ramen, where are you heading to next? Oh, you got a 3 p.m. unload in Chicago when? Tomorrow? What's the weather like? Or where are you? What are you seeing? I know down in Wisconsin, I just got a phone call. They're pretty nice. But up here in Minnesota, we got quite some snow today. We got Sean again talking about food. I just make my goat spicy. I love it with some white rice, raw cabbage, and brown stew gravy. Always the gravy for Sean. Yo, Brother, let me tell you this. Watch the gravy and make sure so when you make the gravy, you don't use too much oil. Um, yeah, I make my gravy, but water based, not oil. Too much oil is not good. But yeah, you want to make the jerk chicken with the oxtail gravy, right? I tell Sean this every day. Barry Blue says, Sean, stop. You're making me hungry. Yeah, that's Sean for you. That is Sean for you. Sean says, no, I don't use a lot of gravy. Oxtail is your favorite. Oh, I like oxtail. My favorite, I must say, is let's think about it. I'm a foodie. See, now you guys got me going into this foodie. I've made curried oxtail and I've made what do you call it, braised oxtail. So I slowly cook my oxtail where the meat is falling off the bone. Um, but if you ask me my favorite, it would be stewed peas. So it's red peas or what we call kidney beans with pigtails, salt beef, some spinners. Sean, you know what spinners are. Um, that's my favorite. With shockingly white rice. All right, enough about food. Ramen says he's in Ohio right now. It's 55. Wow. 55. I could take that kind of weather right now. I'm telling you the truth. Yeah, Sean and that food. He doesn't play. Man, I'm telling you, we should find Sean's truck or wherever he lives and just like show up. But we got to take like some empty containers. We'll tie him up and we leave with all the food. Who's down? Let me know. We'll figure a way how to get him. We'll figure we'll figure a way how to get him because I could use an extra plate or two in my refrigerator here. So, you're in Burbank at Lowe's, okay? See, everyone wants to raid Sean refrigerator. Yeah, I keep my fridge stocked because a lot of times you run into the truck stop, it's all about convenience, and it's either a Love's or a Wendy's, Chester's, even Subway, and some of the times it's very easy to fall into the trap of just grabbing something there. So I try my best to meal prep as much as I can. We have a refrigerator, we have a freezer, so we try to use it the best we can. Sean says he has an entire kitchen in his truck. Man, you guys are really on the food train. Maybe we should call tonight's live the food train. Oh, whoa, what happened there? Oh my goodness. See, all that, even the live stream got hungry. I don't even know what's going on. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Barry Blues is at the turnpike. Can you guys still see me? I mean, I think my light here needs to be set up. This live stream is going on an hour, and I thought it would have been oh my goodness. I thought it would have been a lot shorter, but I love having the family out tonight. Everyone is out in their full effect, and that's good. Yeah, we're all hungry now because of Sean and all this food talk. You see, now this is something to know to all the new drivers, right? When you get done with training and you're out there on your own, food, a very big aspect of it. Walmart is going to be your best friend. When you're in a dedicated account, it's very good to know where the Walmarts are. While you're OTR, you can either plan your stops or you could even do a pickup. Like if you know you're going to go by a Walmart in a certain town in 3 or 4 hours time, but you won't have time to stop and walk through and pick up everything. You can do an order pickup, schedule the time, pull up in the back, get your stuff, put your stuff away, and you're ready to go again. Yeah, Walmart's gonna be your best friend because things are very expensive at the truck stop. I remember going to shower once and I needed a deodorant, and I think I paid like almost $7 for one single stick of deodorant. That the same deodorant was at Walmart for like $3. This was while I was at Prime Inc. a couple years ago. Never forget it that day. I was like, what? So never made that mistake after that. Cooking is one of my hobbies. That's why I talk about it so much. Maybe we should plan a cook off between me and Sean. Let's see what will happen. We probably have a meet and greet with everybody and do a cook off, because that would be interesting. I do a lot of cooking. Talk about meat. I do great vegetable dishes too. I will do kale mixed with broccoli, carrots, and of course okra. I eat a lot of okras. As Jamaican, that's part of every meal for me. Yeah, I think this is from Berry Blues. I didn't think they would have any more spots left, but when I pulled up, they did. Loves is my favorite. Loves is my favorite too. Why do I fuel at Loves mainly? Because I want to get platinum or diamond membership. Once you have that, you have unlimited showers. I'm the kind of person that want to shower every day. When I have a student, that student can shower every day, and we don't have to worry. Oh, we have 2 showers, or we only have 3 or 4 showers for the week. How? So I just fuel at Loves most of the time, if not all the time. Also, you get good points. You can use your points to purchase gloves, water, anything you want inside the store. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Loves. Also, I find that their showers, and this is me, their showers are a little bit cleaner than most of the pilots that I've stopped at, or TAs. Because when I was OTR, I would have a rewards card for Loves, one for pilot, one for TA, one for what's it? Oh well, TA goes for Petro as well, and the pilot goes for the Flying J. So, but I'm a big fan of Loves as well. Yeah, this time of the year in the winter time, you want to try to make sure you're parking as early as possible, as long as it works within how you set up, because by the time it hits 5 o'clock, it starts to get dark. Um, Especially the smaller truck stops. Before you know it, you got that one space that nobody wants to back into, and they leave that space open for a reason. And now you are at the end of your drive shift, you don't have a lot of time on your clock, and you pull up and you're like, damn, do I got to fight to get into, and you don't want to fight to get into a tight spot like that. No pun intended. At that time of the night, because you already been driving all day. Your mind isn't as fresh as it would be like 5, 6, even 10 o'clock in the morning. And sometimes that's when, especially early in your career, that's when you don't make the best of decisions. So yeah, always try to park as early as possible in the winter time. Okay, this is Ramen and Berry Blue. So you guys are in Ohio. See, Barry Blues is heading down to Joliet. Diamond. Have a good night. Yep, Barry Blue, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us as always. As I said, it's great to have the whole gang in the house tonight. If you are not subscribed to Barry Blues channel, hey, head on over there. And we're waiting for that update video. And I know now that you're solo, hopefully we will get some more great content from you. But have a good night. Thank you so much for dropping in. We appreciate it. So we got Gilbert saying he's gonna get some rest. All right, so we are 1 hour in this live stream, so this is what we're gonna do. Everyone have a good night. I hope you're doing great wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video. Um, Thank you so much for the continued support. The night train probably drop another video tomorrow night. Um, but until then, as I always say, stay safe and see you soon. Peace.